Hi, I'm Jerry Brown from Musicmakers, and I'm going to show you how to put lights on one of our Voyageur harps. This is the light strip that we offer in our catalog, and we're going to put it underneath the neck of this harp, and we have to feed the wires up through the hole in the top of the sound box here. Our harps now have a access hole for the wires for these lights, and I want to show you how you can thread the lights up through there. Okay, now we have a hole right behind the soundboard, the front panel here, a little hole in the wood, and the challenge will be to thread the lights up through that hole. And instead of trying to work from the back and poke around until we find the hole, what I'm going to do is take a little short piece of harp string here, and I've tied a knot in the end just to keep it from going all the way down, and I'm going to thread it into that hole. And then the trick is to find it with your other hand inside the back. So now we have that. Now we have that string, harp string, going down into that hole, and I'm going to tape the other end of that string to the lights. So here's the other end of that string, that harp string. I'm going to take some masking tape, just a short piece, and put it on the end, and then I'll tape it right to the lights here. Just like that. Then I can pull on the string. Okay, once we get the lights up through there, we can pull the wire just to the right length that we want. I'm going to set it right up close here. And then we want to cut our light strip to fit the harp. And I'm going to hold it here carefully along the lower edge and see how long it is. It's a little bit too long. So the first cut mark here is just a couple inches from the end, and that's where I'm going to cut it. I'll just take a scissors. If you look carefully at the strip, you can see just where all the cut marks are every couple inches. Alright, I peel that off the whole distance. Pull it out of there, and then I'm going to start at this end, at the body of the harp, and I'm going to get it to run straight here and push it in place just a little bit at a time, like this. And if it's not quite the way you want it, you can pull it off and stick it back down. You want to push each little section in so the adhesive contacts the underside of the neck. Okay, now at this end I'm going to do a little extra reinforcing with a piece of Velcro, the loop, the pile. I like that. Makes a nice tape. It's adhesive, and you can put it right on the wire here, and adhere it to each side, and that really firms up the connection here, so we're not going to be pulling it if we're when we're attaching the wire inside the box. So the next thing will be to fix the wire inside the box. Okay, now we have our cable coming down into the inside of the harp, and it's long enough to reach the middle hole down in here. So I'm going to run it inside the harp down to that point, and I'll be fastening it inside the harp here. But as I go through the harp, tape it in place. I want to, and I'll use Velcro pile again as my tape. Works very well. So, say for instance here, I'm going to stick it to the tape and then make sure the inside of the harp is clean, and then I can stick the Velcro to the inside of the box like that, and that holds it. I'm going to do it again here. Put the tape on the wire and then stick it to the inside of the box. Okay, so now the wire is short here at this hole, and first thing I'm going to do is put some Velcro around the connector. If I center it on the connector here and then wrap it around so that the ends meet, you can kind of see here that I'm touching the ends here equally, and that gives me a little tab I can use to grip this thing. And then I'll take some of the hook material.
Well, it's just squeaking when you engage the lever.
And I'm going to put that right at the bottom of the hole inside. So it's out of sight, but see, I can take this connector and stick it to that pile, that hook. And that'll be easily accessible. Right now we have our battery holder here. It's a little plastic bracket, and your battery is a 9-volt square battery with the snaps on top. So you orient that so the snaps will mate. And it looks like the battery won't fit in here, but if you push hard enough, you can get it to go. And then you're live here with this battery. I'm going to go ahead and put another piece of Velcro around this connector too, because we don't want this bouncing around inside the harp. So we will do the same thing as we did before. Wrap the pile Velcro around and get it to meet, and give us a little tab here. Alright, now we're going to mount this battery inside the harp, and since I've got the connector for the lights down here, I think I'll put the connector for the battery down there too, and I'll mount the battery right up inside here. on the upper part of this hole. So this already has Velcro attached to the battery holder. I'm just going to put it up here and stick it in place. So now the battery's in place, and the connector can be stuck down here with the other connector. And we're done.